yeah, this week's not going to be that productive. At least you're not going to see. Chicken. We're working on my old lady's car. She decided to go cruising down the back roads, 2 weeks ago now. And a suicidal deer slammed right in the side of her car.
I think she was off-roading and looking for deer personally, judging by the undercarriage of the car. But what do I know?
So cruising down the road, deer hit the right front headlight. Totally destroyed that. Destroyed the core support. Took out the fender. Knocked in the bottom of the door.
Everything but the wheel in alignment, and that's yet to be seen.
So we've been working on that. Just tear down and rebuild and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's what we've been doing. And we've kind of come to a stopping point on that. So we basically decided to work on the crawler tank because that's the next step on the Blue Rock crawler.
That's pretty much the only thing we have to work on.
Fuel tank for the crawler is at the blaster today. You might get it done tomorrow, Friday. Once it gets it back, we have all sorts of products to stick in there and slosh around and
clean it, coat it.
Yep.
Put the lid on it. Throw some pumps in it.
Yep.
And then really start spending money on fuel line.
But anyway, so we're gonna start We're gonna basically get the top of the tank, so to speak, drilled for our fuel pump assembly. So we're going to get that all drilled out because that's something we need to do. But because it is a two-piece system that clamps together, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to make that happen right quick and I guess go from there. All right, so this is our inner bracket, I guess you could say. It's actually going on the bottom side. But what we're doing for now, I already matched it to the top. We're basically going to set this on here, where I got the layout fluid, Daikin, whatever you want to call this stuff, on the metal. I'm going to clamp it, hopefully in place. So we're just going to clamp this down, and with the layout. With the layout fluid, we're going to take one of the studs we're going to use. We're going to run it in, touch off against the metal. I'll give us a circle of wear. And drill our holes. Alright, so now we got like 20 holes in this thing, or marks in this thing. Yay. Now we do. Center. That whole situation. That's essentially how it'll bolt into the top of the tank. Yay. Alright, so that's basically I guess you call it the sending unit pretty much built. We'll put the pumps on it later. You get the connecting hoses and all that fun stuff. We'll wait till we actually have the tank here so we can actually bolt all this together and set the height of the pumps where they need to be.
Where it's like,
yep.
I think it's what, like a quarter inch or something, or
something like that.
Just so the socks are almost touching the bottom.
Yep. So it's pretty much the end of the day. We're just going to wrap it up here. Tomorrow's game plan, I got to bring some steel tubing, got to flare it, do all that fun stuff. We're going to make our return line to go into that tank. A little more scientifical than just running a pipe down in there. It's a little more involved. So we're going to go ahead and make that happen and see what else we can get into.
Yeah.
We had other plans too, but I forgot what they were by now. Actually, it's probably involved messing with the TIG and some 14 gauge coupons. We're gonna, because we're welding corners, we want to get our amperages and such set right. So we do go to weld that tank together, we're not burning through and having issues, because we don't want to burn through a freaking tank. So we'll probably mess with that a little bit, which it's another excuse to use the TIG, because, well, the TIG, why not? So, I guess until tomorrow. Yeah, it's Thursday. We're back again. We're gonna do today. It's gonna be kind of a short day. We're just gonna make our return line for fuel tank. We already got in our jig thing here. Our
Homemade straightener.
Yeah. We're gonna straighten this thing out right quick, and we'll put the flare on it. The 37-degree tools there for the AN stuff. And essentially, we're gonna drill a bunch of holes in this thing, and we'll explain how and why that works here in a minute. But first, we get the hassle of straightening this crazy thing.
It's not as fun as it sounds.
No, but it does work. Straight piece tube. Yay. So basically, next thing we're going to do, basically start from about here. We're going to put about a dozen 16th-inch holes in this, and here's why. You don't want this to come straight down, hit the tank, and create aeration. That will murder those electric fuel pumps. I don't want to do that. Drill some holes in here. What's going to happen is, if there's fluid pressure, so to speak, from fuel being in the tank, it'll find the easiest path. So if that's spurting out here or dribbling out here, yay, it just dribbles down the pipe into the back into the fuel, no big deal. As opposed to just rushing out the bottom. So that's what we're going to try to do, is get a bunch of holes drilled in this. Ray's setting up the mill now for that. It could be a little more accurate and easier to do. And yeah. And then we'll flare this in 37 degree, put our AN adapter on here, and it's just going to be basically a straight tube. We may kink it over at the bottom, I'm not sure yet. Probably need to have the pumps in place and set the height to do that, though, just because, yeah. But if anything, we'll have them aiming away from the pump pickup. Or yeah, the fuel pump pickups. So we're gonna get all these holes drilled in this thing, this return line. I already tested it, run some brake clean through it. Seems like it'll do its thing. Now we'll just put our AN adapter on. Collar, and the nut. There we go, 37 degree. We'll clean that up with a file right quick. Here's some sandpaper. Just clean the end up. So we'll take our nut. Slide it on. Give it a tug. She's seated. Now it should all install right here. And boom, there's our return line. Things away from the pumps. Nice and tight. Yay! Alright, so end of the day. Basically what we got done on this today was get our
drain back.
Our return line, get it all cleaned out and everything. Tomorrow the rest of the tank should be here, and we're
Tomorrow afternoon, probably.
Yeah, we were messing around with the TIG a little bit. I think we're actually going to gas weld the top of that tank. It does good, but it's finicky. So I think we're just going to gas weld it. I know we can do that. We can make it right, make it seal. So I think we're just going to do that and call it a day, so to speak. So that's pretty much it for this. That was going to be a short day. The other thing is working on our car here for the rest of the day. We got that almost done.
Just waiting on a couple of small things.
Yep. And that's about it. So hopefully, if everything goes right, we will see you guys tomorrow with a fuel tank.
So, it's Saturday.
Yep.
We have the chicken supervising, as usual.
So, what we're doing today is finally putting the tank together. We got the bottom half of it sandblasted, got it in yesterday. The top we've just had here because we've had it here.
Yeah, we cleaned it up, cleaned all the mill scale and everything off.
We saved you the boringness of that. This whole thing's been ground.
Noisy, boring.
Yeah, with a, I think it was 180 or 120 grit flap disc. The whole bottom side of the top is clean metal. The about an inch down all the way around, inside and out, is clean metal.
Yep.
We don't want any contaminants, so to speak.
So no touchy on clean metal.
So we're going to gas weld this one. We were going to use the TIG. We decided against it simply because we haven't really learned that machine yet, what it likes, what it doesn't.
We're not very good with it yet. We're still learning.
We're going to get after it. We're probably just going to time lapse this because this is probably going to take a while.
It'll probably take the rest of the day just to get it sealed up.
So anyway, we're going to get burning.
Two-thirds, three-quarters of it almost. All gas weld taken. We're gonna do it about 2 hours. Hour and a half, 2 hours for what we've got here. Another hour and it should be done. Ish.
So intermission complete. We're gonna finish this thing off. So yep, it's fully welded. Yay! That's a big load off our shoulders because
we've been jonesing to get this done for 6 months. This is going to be our fuel pump assembly. See, dual pumps come up through. Everything's machined specifically for this.
and this little guy.
And that will be in the tank. It'll bolt up. Everything bolt on. All stainless hardware, so nothing rusts. We don't have to worry about nothing going sproing.
Mm-hmm. By the way, all
See
this...
if I can do this without dropping expensive fuel pumps. I can.
Yeah, and every bit of this was machined by...
Yeah, I made that entire sending unit, all that was all made on a manual mill.
Yep.
So, at any rate, yeah, we're done for the week.
Yep, pretty much.
He's going to go home and spend the next 12 hours editing and racking his brain and pulling out what little hair he has left.
So, next week, I think we said Monday, if all goes well, we'll put the cleaner in here and the coating. Probably not going to record that because, well, that just involves dumping chemicals in, sealing holes, and rolling a tank around.
Sloshing it around. So, any rate, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell.
Always.
You know, ding, 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 ding.
I want to wring his neck, and we'll see you guys next week.
You're gonna put up with it?
Thank God.
He is your father.
Yeah. Whoa, that's right.
We decided to gas weld. I'm gonna smack you. No!
Photosensitive, epileptic, whatever. Your warning. We warned you.
No big words. God. That.
Ooh, it didn't even squeak. Okay, now it's happy. Yes. Okay.